Welcome to the Apple Mailbox YouTube channel.
If you like this video, please press like button.
Hey there. Evelyn, right?
Yeah, that's me. And you are?
Ah, okay, so you don't recognize my voice, huh? I'm the one dating Honey.
Honey, who's that?
Seriously, it's Joseph's nickname, or maybe he hasn't mentioned it around you. Maybe he has those sweet little things he only shares with special people, you know?
Wait, nicknames? Not sure what you're on about. By the way, Joseph is Joseph for me, my husband.
Yep, I'm aware of that. And, is there a problem?
Okay, hold on. Are you trying to tell me you're seeing my Joseph?
Oh, it's not just seeing, it's a deep and meaningful relationship.
But he's married to me, so you're the other woman?
Perspective, Evelyn. Maybe I see you as the other woman. Regardless, when all's said and done, he's gonna be with me.
Can I at least know the name of the person shaking my world?
Madison, a lively 20-year-old in college. Kidding about the lively part, not the age.
So, Madison, let me get this straight. You genuinely believe you're in a relationship with my husband? And you're sure you aren't confusing him with someone else?
Oh, I'm certain. In fact, guess how I got your number? Stole it right from Honey's phone.
You really don't hold back, huh? So you knew about our marriage and yet you continued.
Yep, the ring was a giveaway, but that didn't deter me.
All right then. Do you also know we're expecting?
Oh, through that fertility treatment at your age? Risky, but congrats. But you know, age does come with its challenges.
Clearly you seem to know way too much. Which pretty much confirms my worst fears about you two.
Spot on, Evelyn. And guess what? I'm pregnant too. And it's Joseph's. How about making things simple and giving him a divorce? Even he doesn't want to be tied down, especially with the whole fertility thing. It's such a financial drain. You know, having a kid when you're older is risky. There's so much at stake. And honestly, I think Joseph sees it too. He knows he could easily start a family with someone younger like me. Imagine when that kid grows up. You'd be, what, almost 60? That's just, I don't know. If my mom was that age when I was in high school, I'd probably be a bit embarrassed. I genuinely don't see the point of having a baby at that age.
Okay, Madison, that's enough. I get your point. Let me see if I have this right. You're pregnant. And you thought it'd be a good idea to reach out to me, to tell me to get a divorce.
Precisely. I'll be the cool young mom, you know? Something you probably can't relate to. It's evident that Joseph is drawn to youth and beauty. So maybe you should just let him go, for everyone's sake. Move on, Elder.
I understand your perspective, albeit twisted. I'll need to have a word with Joseph, obviously. Then I'll reach out to you.
Please do that soon, before my baby arrives.
Can you believe this, Joseph? Some young thing messaged me with all this. She even had the audacity to comment on my age. So what's your side of the story?
Oh, so Madison told you everything then? I can't believe this.
You sound surprised, like you didn't think this would come out? You've been seeing someone 2 decades younger and she's pregnant, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
And that's your response? Just yes? You could at least try to deflect or something. Sometimes I question your judgment, honestly.
Evelyn, I am genuinely sorry. The stress at work, our fertility treatments, everything just got to me. And then I slipped.
Apologies won't fix this, Joseph. How long has this been going on?
Since last February.
Almost a year then. Did you know about the baby?
She mentioned it about 2 months ago. We haven't figured things out yet.
Unbelievable. What are you trying to say?
About whether to keep the baby or not. And then how we'd manage financially if we'd decided to...
Joseph, how can you be so careless? How do you cheat when I'm pregnant and then again, not even think things through when she's expecting? Were you just going to juggle 2 lives and 2 families? How on earth did you see that working? I know you don't earn enough to sustain 2 separate lives.
Look, I wasn't thinking straight. I figured it might be okay, given that I have some financial backing from your dad.
Wait, what now? Were you counting on using my family's resources for her?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
It sounds like you did, Joseph. You know, I'm past the anger. Now it's just disappointment. I've made up my mind. We're getting a divorce.
Divorce, really?
Yes, really. I can't see how we'd move forward after this. It's best for both of us to move on. We should start the proceedings soon.
If that's what you really want, you're capable of managing on your own with your job. But I'm worried about Madison.
Let's not delay then. We'll divorce. For now, I'll go to my folks. I intended to be there for the birth anyway. We'll discuss the specifics later, okay? Let's just give each other some space for now. Hey, Madison. It's been some time.
Finally, a response. I felt like you just ghosted me.
I had a lot to sort out. But let's get to why I called. Joseph and I saw a lawyer recently. We're ending our marriage.
Really? I mean, I'm genuinely sorry for everything. But to be honest, I was the one pushing for the divorce. You're older. It might be hard for you to find someone else. But I do hope you find happiness on your own.
After talking things over, I've made a decision. I'm going to ask you for $11,000 in damages.
You're joking, right?
I'd like a one-time payment. I don't want any long-term ties with you or him. Get the money from your family or maybe secure a loan. Joseph might cover it for you, but I'm also seeking some from him separately, so don't bank on him.
Hold up! You're saying I have to pay?
Isn't it obvious? You got involved with someone who was already taken. So I have every right to ask for compensation. Didn't you think that was a possibility?
But I'm expecting, didn't you know that? This is so unfair. I don't have that kind of money. I have to save for the baby's arrival. Babies aren't cheap.
I get it, but that's a separate matter. I have my own expenses to consider. You chose to be with a married guy. So you must have known there'd be consequences, right?
I had no idea. I can't come up with $11,000. That's way too much.
Why did you even reach out to me then? You openly admitted to the affair. Did you really think everything would just be fine?
Joseph never said anything about money.
You two are something else. At least Joseph was willing to settle.
I just can't spare $11,000. Can you please reconsider?
Let's see.
A way out?
If you agree to my terms, then I'll waive the compensation.
Really? You'd do that?
If you keep your end of the deal. We can put it in writing if it makes you feel better.
Tell me what to do. I'll do it. Anything.
Simple. Marry Joseph and stick with him. That'll settle our financial matters.
That's it? Just that one thing?
Only that. But if you don't, or if you leave him, I'll want that $11,000 immediately.
So I just need to marry Joseph?
Look, if you choose not to, it's your call. All I want is to make sure I get the money that's owed.
I'm doing it. I'll say I do to him. This will settle everything, won't it? Promise you're being straight with me.
Promise. Life's a lot when you're young. Especially with a baby on the way. Chances are college will be on hold. You'll have a ton of new stuff to learn. So think of this as a little help from me.
Evelyn, I think I had the wrong idea about you. I'm sorry for everything I said before.
Water under the bridge. Just focus on a good life with Joseph and your little one.
Thank you so much. I'll make sure we're happy.
Evelyn Madison told me. Really, thank you. For being understanding about our future.
What's this now? Just so you know, the divorce paperwork's done. Leave me be.
I get it, but I wanted to thank you for not pressing on the payment after we tie the knot. You have every reason to be mad, but you considered our baby. If I had to pay up, I'd be broke. I was really stressed. So thank you, big time. And about our kid, I'll be sure to support them. Promise.
Hold on a second. You're getting something wrong. I'm still expecting you to pay what's due.
You're kidding!
Did I stutter? Why'd you think you were off the hook? Madison doesn't owe me, true. But you're giving me both the compensation and child support. All together.
This doesn't make sense. Then why did Madison say,
Come on, think about it. Madison's the type to be a tad vindictive, don't you think? She boasted about taking you away without thinking of the fallout. She's acting all helpless, saying she can handle the compensation. If I push too hard for that money, she might hold it against me. Who knows? She could lash out at me or even my family. That's why I cut her some slack. Between keeping safe and $11,000, safety's a no-brainer, right? I added the marriage clause mainly to keep you in check.
Wait, what?
Once you two are hitched, you'll see. You might wish you had just cleared her debt.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I'll break it down for you. You're about to be shipped off to the boonies.
Seriously? Why?
You're really asking, remember? My bro pulled strings to get you that job. And his influence got you that promotion. Now, because of your little side romance, our marriage is in shambles. Dream on if you think you can keep your position after all this. Honestly, not being sacked is a small miracle.
I get it, but I don't want to live out in the sticks.
Not feeling it? Maybe scout for a new gig? But good luck finding a place that'll take a middle-aged guy who repaid kindness with betrayal. Your pay will definitely take a hit, that's for sure.
This is bad.
Putting it all together, you're looking at a future saddled with debts, a slashed paycheck, a move to a remote area, and being past your prime. When Madison gets the full picture, she'll regret her choice. Marrying a guy like you and then shelling out $11,000 for a divorce. She'll likely resent you for life. Plus, you've got a family to feed. Retirement? With your finances? Good luck. Kids? They're costly, especially as they grow. You're in for a lifetime of hustle. Sounds like a nightmare, huh?
What have I done?
Your choices, your consequences. Just remember, that kid didn't ask for this. Do right by them. Oh, and one last nugget.
What now?
Your excuse about our fertility treatments wearing you down, leading to your affair. You do know why conceiving was a challenge from the start, right? It's all you're doing. And you had the nerve to tell her I'm past my prime? Talking about how it's risky for older women to give birth and there's little reward. I genuinely hope that kid Madison's expecting is truly yours. Seriously, just go away. Time you face some hard truths. Still, I hope you find some sort of happiness.
Hang on a sec. Evelyn, hold up. We need to discuss this.
After our confrontation, Joseph kept trying to reach out. But every time, my family and attorney intervened. They didn't want him stirring up more issues. Eventually, he let go, borrowed some cash to settle the compensation and child support. Then he and Madison, who had been cut off by her family and left her studies, relocated to a rural area. They didn't have any grand wedding, and they had to leave behind the city they loved. She seemed unhappy, always grumbling. They rented a tiny place and tried to make it home. Money was tight, always just scraping by. Joseph had to juggle his main job and a side gig to keep them afloat. Madison did what she could, working part-time jobs right up until the baby's due date. And then, amidst the chaos, they welcomed a baby with dark hair and brown eyes. It led to arguments. Joseph doubted the child was his, yet they stuck it out, avoiding a split. A couple of years post our split, he overexerted himself and had a major health setback, leaving him with half his body paralyzed. Madison grew distant, and after just 2 years of marriage, she chose freedom over responsibility. Abandoning her child, she vanished. Joseph, already broken, had to be cared for by his aging parents. Rumor has it, the child found a new home with Madison's distant relatives and seems to be thriving. It's a testament, really. Act without considering the fallout and you end up in such dire straits. But thankfully, the kid's in a better place now. As for me, I was blessed with a beautiful baby. My family's been my rock, helping me raise him. He's the light of my life. The only challenge? Ensuring I don't pamper him too much. My sole focus now is to build a happy future for the two of us. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press like button.